Franklin D. Roosevelt. Key achievements and events as the 32nd President of the United States. 1. New Deal programs. Roosevelt's presidency is synonymous with the New Deal, a series of programs and reforms aimed at combating the Great Depression, through relief, recovery, and reform efforts, including the establishment of the Works Progress Administration (WPA) and the Social Security Act. 2. Banking reforms. In response to the banking crisis, Roosevelt swiftly implemented the Emergency Banking Act of 1933, which aimed to stabilize the banking system and restore public confidence through federal oversight and financial support. 3. Fireside chats. Roosevelt's pioneering use of radio broadcasts, known as fireside chats, allowed him to directly communicate with the American people, providing reassurance, explaining policies, and garnering support for his administration's initiatives. 4. Repeal of Prohibition. Roosevelt supported the repeal of prohibition with the passage of the 21st Amendment in 1933, ending the nationwide ban on alcohol and providing a boost to the economy through increased tax revenue and job creation in the alcohol industry. 5. Second New Deal. Building upon the initial New Deal, Roosevelt launched the Second New Deal, which included additional legislation such as the National Labor Relations Act, Wagner Act, and the Fair Labor Standards Act, further expanding government intervention in the economy and promoting workers' rights. 6. Social Security Act. Enacted in 1935, the Social Security Act established a system of old age pensions, unemployment insurance, and assistance for the needy, laying the foundation for America's modern welfare state. 7. Court Packing Plan. In 1937, Roosevelt proposed a controversial plan to expand the Supreme Court, aiming to counter conservative opposition to his New Deal programs, although the plan ultimately failed to gain congressional approval. 8. World War II leadership. Following the outbreak of World War II, Roosevelt led the nation through the tumultuous period, implementing policies such as the Lend-Lease Act to support allied nations, and eventually leading the United States into the conflict after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. 9. Executive Order 9066. In response to fears of espionage and sabotage, Roosevelt issued Executive Order 9066 in 1942, authorizing the internment of Japanese Americans, and highlighting the challenges of balancing national security with civil liberties during wartime. 10. Four-term presidency. Roosevelt made history by being elected to 4 terms as president, although his tenure was cut short by his death in 1945, leaving a lasting legacy as one of America's most influential leaders, particularly during times of crisis.